Do you recognize the person you see on your screen? Yes, he is the great Thomas Edison. Do you know what he's known for? In 1879, he invented the first practical, long-lasting electric light bulb. And since then, our homes upright even up to sunset. You must be aware of the fact that lights in our homes work on electricity. However, they're not the only one that use electricity. Our televisions, our air conditioners, water heaters, fans, and so on also need electricity to function. Laser light or even small flashlight also work on electricity. Imagine a life without electricity in the world today. The discovery of electricity has helped to start a new revolution in the history of humankind. But let's just keep aside all the rhetoric dogs and try to understand the real thing. I haven't really told you what the term electricity means. Well, there are basically two forms of electricity. Number one, static electricity, and the other one is dynamic electricity. For now, we only interested in dynamic electricity. From the name itself, we can say that it implies moving electricity, or more precisely, moving electric charges. Now the next question you have will be, what is electric charges? The concept of electric charges is very important to understand electricity, and it cannot be explained in video. But I will still try to give you a short and to the point explanation of this concept. So let's begin. There are two types of electric charges. Positive, denoted by the plus sign, and the negative, denoted by the minus sign. Think of the magnet for a moment. We know that two light poles, that is the north and then the south poles of the magnet, repel each other, and unlike poles attract each other. Similarly, like charges, that is two positives or two negative ones, repel each other, and unlike charges, that is positive and negative one, attract each other. But what exactly is charge? Or in the other words, who actually carries these charges? Well, these charges are carried by a tiny particles with incredibly small mass. They called subatomic particles. The positive charges are carried by particles called protons, while the negative ones are carried by particles called electrons. There are billions and trillions of protons and electrons present in any object around us. In some objects like metals, electrons can move randomly, while in non-metals, their positions is kind of fixed and hence they cannot move freely. Now any lines in our house, for example a tube light, works because of negatively charged electrons are moving in a wire in one direction. This unidirectional motion of electrons in a wire also called electric current. These wires are made of metal, usually copper or aluminum, and you can understand why. But why is the charges in a wire moving in one direction? Or what makes the charges moving the wire? The charges move in one direction in the wires because of the energies applied to them by the transformers. So the transformers applies energy. The charges moving a wire, which is done, makes our appliances works. A flashlight also works the same way. But here the energy is supplied by the two electric batteries. So to sum up it all here, dynamic electricity is flow of electric charges through conductors in one direction. Generally, when we talk about electricity or electric current, we mean dynamic electricity. Hence, we simply say that electricity is nothing but the flow of electric charges through a conductor.